Okay guys, this video is literally insane, but I've got a secret to tell you. And that secret is if you don't like the video in the next 5 seconds, you're never going to win a game of Fortnite ever again. You're going to be known as doo-doo forever. And also use code BASE, #ad. Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, Chapter 3, Season 3 finally came out. Let's go. And I have some amazing news. Let me get down. We all know what a new season means. A new settings video. Yes, guys, I'm literally hitting you up with the best settings for a new season once again. But this one's going to be a bit different. I'm not only giving you the best linear settings. Oh, no. You're going to be getting the best linear settings and the best exponential settings for controller. You're going to be getting the best of both worlds. Without any further ado, guys, let's jump right into the settings. Okay, we're in the settings. So these first settings are only for PC, but just stick around for like 30 more seconds and then we go into the universal settings, which you can use on the phone, on consoles, on PC, literally everything. Okay, we're going to start with full screen and we want our frame limit to be matching the hertz of our monitor. So if you have a 144 hertz monitor, cap your frame limit at 144, and if you have a 240 hertz monitor, cap your frame limit at 240 frames per second. I currently have mine at a custom 237 FPS, which I will teach you to do in a minute. Brightness changed every season, but we're still keeping it about 100% this season, the same as last season, and this is all off per usual. Per usual, we want our quality presets to be at custom. We want the view distance to be far, shadows to be off, anti-aliasing to be off, textures as low, auto download high resolution textures as off, high resolution texture reminders as off, and effects at low and post-processing at low. In past seasons, we wanted textures to be medium, but this season we want it to be low. Auto download high resolution textures and high resolution texture reminders are just two very annoying, useless things, but we do not want. Moving a bit lower on the list, you come to VSync and motion blur. Now, these two things are so annoying. VSync just makes you have worse input delay, and motion blur just makes you have the worst FPS possible. Literally, if you want to be ahead of the game and ahead of your enemies, turn these two things off. I promise you, they're gonna hurt you more than they're gonna help you. Motion blur is literally just a cosmetic thing that just makes you feel ill anyway, because it makes blur go over your screen all the time whenever you turn. Literally, it's a no-brainer. Turn it off. Your FPS we want is on. Sometimes at the start of seasons, Direct 12 can be a bit unstable for some PCs, and then about 2 weeks into the season, they make it good again. I will be recommending Direct 12 in this video, but if you are experiencing any problems, I would recommend performance mode. But if you aren't experiencing any problems with Direct 12, carry on playing Direct 12. Performance mode makes your game so ugly. Direct 12 makes your game very nice. Allow multi-threaded rendering, we want is on. Use GPU dash cached in. NVIDIA reflex low latency, we want on plus boost. DRSS off and ray tracing off. NVIDIA reflex low latency literally just makes your game have low latency. What it says. And if you don't know what low latency is, basically it just means that you're gonna have lower input delay. So it's literally a no-brainer. Moving over to the universal settings, which are the game settings. Silver sprint one is off, auto open doors is on, mantle activation at hold jump. These two things are literally just gonna mess you up if you have them on. I use this analogy all the time, but imagine if you're in a fight and you try and edit out of a wall and you accidentally open a door, you literally can't shoot while you're opening the door. And that can make them get easy pickings on you. Same thing for hold forward. You might accidentally mantle a wall and they might get easy pickings on you, which you don't really want. Combat controls. Auto swap pickup we want is on. Toggle targeting is off. Mark danger when targeting. Mark danger when targeting, we want that on. Auto pick up weapons as off, and auto consumables to the right, on. Here are my preferred item slots. We want our assault rifle as the furthest to the left, the shotgun as our second slot, the SMG as our third shot, your consumable item as your fourth slot, and your sniper or bow at your fifth slot. Your AR definitely has to be in your left slot, and your sniper slash bow has to be in your fifth slot. So if you have your assault rifle out and you see someone in the distance that you want to get a quick snipe on, you can literally just press L1 or LB and quickly snitch your sniper and get that headshot. Oh, baby, a triple. That was kind of cringe, but... With building, we want this all at on. Reset building choice on. Disable pre-edit on. Turbo building on. Confirm edit on release on. Confirm edit on release is literally just going to make you the fastest editor that you can possibly be. Turbo building, if you don't have that on, then... Disable pre-edit as on. When you go and place a wall, you don't want it to have windows or doors in it. You're better off turning this option on. This is useless. Invert view is off. If you have this on, then you literally have problems. Like, I'm sorry. If you have this on, I'm genuinely disappointed in you. Invert airborne controls is on. Turbo delete in creative mode on. NVIDIA highlights is off. Peripheral lighting as on. Tap to search, tap to interact as on. And report performance stats as disabled. I have these all as on because I'm a YouTuber that wants to use replay mode. But if you don't have any use for replay mode, turn this off. It makes you have input delay and makes you have worse FPS. So you don't really want it on. The HUD settings, I would have this anywhere between 80% and 100%. However, I have it at 95% and have literally everything on except for creative runtime performance stats. I don't know what this does. I have it off though. I would take a gambling guess. And guess it's got something to do with the runtime performance stats of your creative map. Oh, I know. I'm a bit of a genius. want the controller auto run as on and build immediately as on. You don't have build immediately as on in the big age of 2022. Then I'm sorry to break it to you, mate, but you've been missing out. And the whole time at 0.100. And yes, what I forgot to mention, these are the best linear settings. Literally straight after me showing you guys these settings, I will be showing you the exponential settings. So if you are an exponential player, just have a little bit of patience and I'll be with you. Like the whole time, we want to bring this down to 0.12. Vibration, we want this as off. I've explained why in previous videos, but just let it be known that it's going to make you have more consistent builds and more consistent aim. Now, if you play it with it on, it's going to be so hard to get used to. Trust me, I understand. I had to do it myself. Trust me, I understand. I had to do it myself, but it is well worth it. Okay, build mode sensitivity multiplier. We want this at 2 and 2. We want our look sensitivity to be 46%, 46%. Bring this down to the aim down sight settings. We want it as 18% and 18%. And obviously we want linear on and aim as a strength at 100%. If you don't have this at 100%, what are you doing? Don't really know what that was, to be honest. But left stick dead zone at 5% and right stick dead zone at 5% as well. And do we want enable foot controller on? No, we don't, mate. Put that bad boy at off. Okay, so now for the exponential settings, we're going to change them up a little bit. With the build mode sensitivity multiplier, we want it as 2.1 and 2.1. Bring it down to the advanced look sensitivity. We want to bring it to 62% for the horizontal speed and 72% for the vertical speed, like so. But instant boost when building as off. Please bring the aim down sights to 33% for both of them. You obviously want to pop it on exponential, but our aim is a strength at 100%. Wow, that's a surprise. So 5%, 5% both on the dead sticks and enable foot controller, but at 1%, 1%. Now these are the audio options. These are literally all of your personal opinions. However, I will be sharing my audio options with you guys right this second. And yeah, I have my licensed audio at mute others. This means that my own emotes I can actually hear if they have copyrighted music in them. You can't hear others people's copyrighted music dances. This just helps with copyright claims and such. And I will be showing you once again, these are my audio options. Okay, moving on to my binds. I've been using these same binds since chapter 1. Same as my exponential settings. So these truly are just the best binds and the best settings. I actually see a lot of people saying, Baze, you've been using the same settings for 3 years, literally since chapter 1. But guys, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that these are not the best settings when they are. That's why you should always have trust in me. I'm not gonna lie to you and change the settings just for the purpose of the video, because these settings are literally the best settings. These are the combat controls, pretty self-explanatory. You can copy them if you want. These are the build controls. You can copy them if you want. You should have had enough time by now. Here are my edit controls. These are pretty cool if you ask me. These are my ability controls. Cool. I hope you guys did go on to enjoy the video. If these settings do go on to help you, please make sure to subscribe, like, and turn the notification bell on, as I'd really appreciate it, and it helps me out more than you could ever know. Also, please make sure to use code BAZE, #ad,